Welcome back, guys, for another video. So in today's video I'll be kind of addressing those ideas that I was running through, like I think 2 videos ago, something like that. But basically I'll show you the progress that I've made so far. I'm not doing exactly what I said in that video because after starting on the one side I realized it's going to be way too much work, and I frankly just want to finish setting up the aquaponic system so I can focus on growing plants and fish and all that kind of stuff. But right now I'll show you what I have done so far, which is taking longer than I hoped for, but it's getting there. So let's get to it. So in that particular video I was talking about, if you have seen it, I was thinking of moving this grow bed over here where these filters are and taking those 2 IBC totes out. But that's going to be a lot of work just to do that. To take these IBC totes, I'm going to have to disconnect everything and kind of move them over stuff to get it out of here. Then I will have to redo all the plumbing here. So I decided just to leave that alone because it would be nice to have more growing space over here, but it's fine for now. I'll just leave it like that. That way I don't have to change the filters. I don't have to move those things out. So the only thing that I'm really going to be doing is actually moving or working in this section. So this grow bed right here, I'm actually going to be moving right along over here. And then this sump tank, I'm trying to find a bigger one. This is a 275 gallon. I'm looking for a 330 gallon. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm actually move it more that way, which will be still underneath this guy. And then after I redig the hole and stuff, I'll insulate the tank better. So I'll get some styrofoam sheets and stick it around the tank so that I can just hold the temperature better. But what I've done so far, which I'll show you over here, is I've been working on this side of the filtration to make room for that actual grow bed to fit in here, because that grow bed's going to go until about like maybe right here. So the filters I had, I had 2 of these filters like right here, and that would have been in the way. So I moved it out, or not moved it out, I just changed the layout basically. It'll be the same concept. I guess I can zoom out. There you go. So now I have them situated like this. So this actually took some time since I was always running through ideas of how to do it. I'd come out here with one planned and then sit down and look at it and go back upstairs to sit down and think about it some more. So it took some time to actually do this. I was thinking of putting this, well, it's primarily this tank, which was the decision. I was thinking of putting it either like right here, over there, but I ended up deciding to stick it here so that I have more space to come along into this area to be able to access this back of the grow bed and the side of this grow bed over here, which is nice. And I can also get to this lemongrass over here. It doesn't really block this tank out since I can access it over here on this side. Well, this is the only one that is you can say blocked from that side since it's a smaller one. But for the other tanks, since they are, well, I guess this one too, but for the bottom one, since it's bigger, this doesn't really do anything. I can access it from this side and from that side, which is nice. So I also had to switch out the bulkheads on these 3 tanks because when I first set it up, I bought these bulkheads and they don't fit a 2-inch pipe in here, which is pretty dumb. So it gave me a headache, as well as like with this one over here, I have the same bulkhead over there and I can't fit a 2-inch pipe in there. So I had to basically sand it down to be able to fit one in there. But since I'm doing this over, I decided to spend some extra money and get some new ones. I can still use these for something else later on. But you can see how destroyed they are. Screwing them onto this location was quite tough. But now with the other bulkheads, which look like this, which are a better quality one, but they're all threaded, it's easier to screw on. Well, I had to buy a 4th one because one of these tanks, you can see the stand on it is a little different compared to this one. So the bulkhead had to be, or the nut on the bulkhead wouldn't be able to squeeze this part of it. So they do actually come with an extra piece. It's gonna be hard to say. Oh, I can show you on this one. So these bulkheads come with this extra plastic piece right here that just allows you to have a better connection onto whatever surface you are. So on this particular one, I had to put 2 of those guys, which you can see right here, just because this guy would be touching the metal and wouldn't be able to tighten enough. It actually kind of worked, but I just wanted to be safer on that. But that's generally that. So basically the plumbing is pretty much done. I just switch everything around. starting from this guy. So I did all hard plumbing and went down through here and up into this guy, which is going to be a moving bed biofilter. I also have valves that will since the last time I didn't really have it connected to anything yet, but now I have, say, discharge valves on here, on these tanks over here that are going to a pipe in the back. It's not fully connected yet. Obviously I have to connect it to this guy over here, so I need to put a ball valve right there, and then this pipe's going to run along here and go to there, and then which goes out of the greenhouse. But from that first tank it goes into this one, and then from this tank it goes into both of these guys. So they'll be about the same height with water in after it levels out because of gravity. So that's how that runs. And these will be like whatever, put in them radial flow filter kind of things with maybe some media or something to catch stuff better. But this one's already connected nicely to these grow beds over here, which is good. I just have to do this area over here, which is basically be moving that sump tank, moving this grow bed, leveling things out, and then that's pretty much that. Well, then I also have to do the plumbing for the pump and connect it up to that grid system over there, and that should be pretty much it, kind of. We'll see. Things always change, but I'm glad I got this section done over here, which always takes a lot of planning since you're deciding how to do it. Those are those tanks, and now I can have a standpipe in these ones without having to. You can see kind of here this different marking. I was trying to shave this down to fit on one of these bulkheads. Take this off. So basically I was shaving this down, but even with that shaved down a good amount, it still barely even fit on here. And that's a 2-inch pipe. It only got a little bit inside. So that was a headache. So now this will allow me to work on these filters and finish them off. These will be fairly simple. I just got to put a standpipe on them, or whatever you want to call one of these things. Some guard on this guy, on that guy, and then this one I just have to make a screen so the media doesn't go into the other holes, and then just stick the media in there. So that is pretty much that. But that's all for this video. I was just showing you the progress I have made on the new setup I'm doing, which is basically all I've done is pretty much the filters here behind me, which took a good amount of work. But if you do have any questions or comments, remember as always to leave them below. I'll get to those when I can, and otherwise, thank you for watching.